This guy never saw it coming, that he'd only awakened the most useless status abnormality skill, and the goddess who summoned him to another world would ruthlessly throw him into the world's most terrifying ruins to die alone. But our protagonist Jack, using this worthless skill, fought his way through the entire dungeon, and finally made it back to the surface for revenge. Right after getting transported, Jack and the others were totally dazed. They were just on a bus, and the next second they're in some strange temple. That's when the goddess on stage started welcoming everyone, and explained to them that because the Demon King was about to be resurrected, they'd held a hero summoning ceremony. The goddess wanted the heroes to defeat the Demon King, and only by defeating the Demon King could they return to their own world. After hearing the goddess out, a blonde guy immediately pushed back. He didn't want any part of this trouble, and more importantly, they were just regular high schoolers. Why should they have to fight the Demon King? The goddess didn't bother explaining. Instead, she ordered soldiers to bring out a demon wolf right in front of everyone. She had the demon wolf devour a helpless prisoner. Then the goddess chanted a spell and unleashed a fireball, easily blasting the demon wolf to ashes. This scene terrified everyone. They had no choice but to accept the fact they'd been summoned to another world. Next, the goddess had everyone take a magic power test. The crystal ball's brightness showed their potential. Previously summoned heroes were mostly just B rank or C rank, but this time, the lowest was A rank, and there were even 3 S rank heroes. Soon it was Jack's turn to test. The crystal ball only glowed with a faint purple light. Jack wanted to know his rank, but the goddess straight up ignored him, and told the next person to step up for testing. After Jack stepped aside, the last person to be tested stunned the entire hall. Because the crystal ball's color was identical to the legendary strongest dark hero, the goddess was thrilled with this summoning. Afterward, she taught everyone how to open their status panels. Sure enough, Jack's stats were pathetically low, and his title was just the weakest first-tier hero. Right then, the goddess directly ordered soldiers to shove Jack into the teleportation circle. This portal led to the deepest level of the dungeon. Since Jack was the weakest hero, he was deemed worthless. Facing this desperate situation, Jack declared war on the goddess right there. The next second, he was teleported to the world's most dangerous ruins. Jack channeled magic into the item in his hand, barely managing to see his surroundings. This place wasn't so much ruins, as it was more like a cave. Jack was about to keep looking around, and took a couple steps, but kicked a skeleton. This was probably a hero who'd been sent here before. Jack's heart sank. Sure enough, the next second, a monster suddenly appeared behind him. Jack barely dodged, and turned to run for his life. He could clearly feel that he and this monster weren't even in the same league. In his panic, Jack tripped over a rock. He thought he was a goner, but thinking of the goddess's coldness and his classmates' mockery, Jack's heart filled with defiance. So he activated his innate skill, status abnormality paralysis. The Minotaur was instantly paralyzed on the spot. Jack took the chance to escape. He couldn't believe it, because the goddess had said status abnormality was a trash skill that might not even work on low-level monsters. But the Minotaur clearly couldn't be a low-level monster.